Hey class, welcome back to week 3. I'd like to start with a quick announcement on how to review your written assignment feedback. I've posted an announcement that will show up Tuesday morning around 8 a.m. that will walk you through the steps on how to access your written feedback. And I should have your papers to you by Sunday, but hopefully before. So just make sure you review this video so you know um, how to access Waypoint. So we're going to start week 3, pretty much similar to what we've been doing. You're going to have the 2 discussions. So your discussion 1 is a little different though. Instead of giving you some resources that you need to read, you need to go out and find your own primary source. And that is something that is covered in your quiz as well. There are some primary sources included up here for you, but also I have an announcement posted that will take you to some extra primary sources. So this is something that Ashford has put together for you guys, not only for this discussion, but also for your paper and your week 3 assignment. So you would pick the group that you want to work on and hit sources. And in this case, we're looking for a primary source. And you could just scroll through and find something that is in the appropriate time period and go ahead and click that primary source. Pretty easy. Now, excuse me, the framework assignment is also a little different than probably what you're used to. They have developed a worksheet for you, and all you need to do is really follow the steps along the worksheet. First, you're going to pick one of the groups. So you've pretty much already chosen that group. In case you've changed, just make sure you identify which group you're going to talk about. Next, you need to choose 4 events that relate to your group. Now, 2 of those events need to be from 1877 to 1945, and this will help. World War II occurred mostly before 1945, so it's going to be in that first group. And then you want 2 more events after 1945 to today. And then for each event you're talking about, you're going to include all this information. So let's say I'm talking about African Americans. My first event could be Jim Crow laws. And so I'm going to go ahead and type that in the event there, and the dates it took place, where in the United States, in this case, it would be all across the United States, who was involved, why did it happen, and why is it important. So again, you have 4 events, and then down here, it's going to ask you for your sources. So 2 primary sources and 2 secondary sources. The primary sources are going to be something that was written at that time, such as a newspaper article. So you need 2 of those. And again, the website that I linked to in the announcement is going to help you find those primary sources. You're going to list your primary source here in using proper APA. And then you're going to give me at least 3 sentences on how it's going to help you with your project at the end of class. And here it's asking you for your secondary sources. Secondary sources, most of the books that we read, journal articles are great. Try to avoid any basic website, especially like history.com, Wikipedia. They're not the kind of caliber source that we're looking for in your research. Also, don't use encyclopedias because at the college level, it should really be at a higher level of research. Then down here, you have your thesis statement. So, how do you sum up what you're talking about in your project or what you think you're going to be talking about? And it has some links to help you with your thesis to the Writing Center. So this week we have discussion 1 and 2 like normal. Your final project framework, which is the written assignment here. And make sure you do review your feedback that I leave you, and it will help you in further assignments. As always, if you have any questions, please email me or post in the Ask Your Instructor forum. Have a great week.